Hey everybody. I hit the button there and I didn't realize it. Faytine here. How's it going? It is Thursday. It's about 5:30 my time. And I am one of those Canadians just like you that has signed up, hopefully for all of you watching this, that has signed up for the 12 days for freedom, making 5 phone calls a day to members of the Liberal Party to ask them to protect religious freedom in Canada by voting against C9, whether they are at the Justice Committee, whether they are in the caucus and anticipating it coming back to the floor of the House of Commons sometime soon, or better yet, we want to encourage them to beseech the Prime Minister Carney, and the Minister of Justice, Sean Fraser, to pull the bill altogether. So, of course, I'm talking about C9, which is the bill that would remove protections for sincerely held religious beliefs. The backdrop of this, of course, being the comments by Mark Miller at the Justice Committee when he was chair, when he said that he believed that there were at least 3 books of the Bible that if a pastor or a rabbi or another clergy person got up and read these scriptures, or anybody read these scriptures, that they should be prosecuted for hate speech just for reading the Bible or the Torah. So this is what we're talking about. So I know you all have been tracking, and I am so proud of our whole network here. We have, as of right now, we have 900 people that have signed up to be a part of this campaign. Let's do the math together, okay? Okay, some of you have already figured out the math on this just in your head. So 900 people, if 900 people are doing 5 calls a day, that's 4,500 calls times 12 days. That's 54,000 phone calls if everybody follows through. And so as of right now, we actually have a whole mechanism here. If you guys have been tracking with this, hey, by the way, if you're watching right now and you are participating with this and you already did your calls, please make a comment. Just give me a fire emoji, or if you just care about this issue, interact with us, like, share, do hit all the little buttons, hit the emojis, hit that heart emoji, because that will prioritize this up in the stream. But in a moment, I'm actually going to make some phone calls with you live, because some people are like, oh, I've never done this before. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. How do we do this? Well, I'm going to bring you along my journey here right now as I'm about to do my phone calls. But anyway, isn't that exciting? 54,000 phone calls could potentially be made. So if you have signed up, if you're registered, by the way, go to formycanada.com. That's the little ticker on the bottom there. You will see the website right there, formycanada.com. And that's where you can register. When you register to participate in this campaign, what that means is that every morning when you check your emails in the morning, you will see an email in your inbox that gives you the list of your 5 members of parliament, the 5 members of parliament that have been assigned to people with that have the same first letter as you for their first name. We've categorized it all. We've strategized this out so that not everybody's calling all the same members of parliament at the same time. We're spreading this out amongst the most vulnerable liberals in the Liberal caucus right now. Those are the ones that won by the slimmest margin. And so you should have gotten that email if you have signed up. If you haven't signed up yet, you just go to formycanada.com and then you'll get that email first thing in the morning. But I am going to add to stage right now. I'm going to share screen here. So this is the email. If you were signed up before today, this is the email that you would have got. Now tomorrow, we'll probably include this. This is like the briefing video here. You might not need it. Most of you are just intuitive enough. You're going to be fine. But for those of you that want that little bit of extra, tell me kind of how this is all going to work, then I did do a briefing video, recorded it late last night. This is the email that you would have received today, which has your link to the home base. We're calling it the home base page. You've got some scripts that you can use, a pro tips page, and then this little spot here. I love this one. This is the register your daily stats page. Oh, which it didn't come up. That's okay. We'll get to it in here in a second. But you can actually register your daily stats. So after I'm done making my calls here in a minute, I'm going to click on that link. It's going to bring me into a form where I can register And, it just feels good. It's like checking the box. It's like crossing off that item on your list. It just feels good. And so that will signal to our team that you followed through, that you did it. And if you did more than 5 calls, because there are some bonus calls you can make if you want to, if you have time, then you can also just demonstrate that as well. But I want to let you guys know, I just checked on our back end here. And as of a minute ago, do you want to know how many calls have been made just today on this issue? This is so great. 1,791 phone calls have already been made today on this campaign. And so that just right there is a huge win. It looks like less than half the people have registered their daily statistics. I'm going to assume that there's some of you out there that have done the calls, but maybe didn't register your statistics. But if all of us who registered follow through on this at the end of 12 days, and this just continues to grow, let's continue to bring our friends along with us and family members and loved ones. I know people are going to be waking up to the fact that we're doing this. It's going to be so fun. I want to say this, more is better. And if we have, like right now, we've got 900 people that are registered for this campaign, the 12 Days for Freedom. If we can double that by the time the campaign is over, that's actually great, because the more calls they get right before they come back to the House of Commons on the 26th, the better. And if this thing could just grow and grow and grow, that would just be fantastic. Don't you think? Don't you think? I do. And I'm in this not only for my personal freedom, but I'm in this, I don't know about you, but I'm in this for my babies. And should I have grandkids one day? I'm not a grandma yet, but we are also fighting for future generations. So I'm going to show you now how this works. Okay. So when you click on this home base link, because of how StreamYard works, which is what I'm using right now to stream this, I can't actually click on this and have it show you on the screen. But what it will do is it'll bring you to this page right here when you click on that link. This is our home base page. And on our home base page, we have just some quick steps. Make sure you register so that you get your daily email. Step 2, find your 5 numbers. I'm going to do that in a minute. Step 3, the most important thing is to just do it. But if you want to take some time to read scripts, I'm going to do this off the cuff right now. I'm actually not going to read a script. Pro tips, questions, and then step 4, register your statistics. So here we go, guys. Okay, so day 1, that's today. You might be wondering why I am doing this so late at night. For some of you that are watching this, it's like 8:30, depending on what time zone you're in. Let's be real. There's not going to be anybody in the office right now. The truth is, I'm like probably a bunch of you that are watching this right now, and that's that I have a very, very full slate during the day. Today, I was in back-to-back meetings, and I just couldn't find that minute to actually make my phone call. So I'm doing it now. I'm doing it in the evening. I'm doing it anyway. And so I want to encourage you all to be the same. Even if we all know that their offices are closed, that's okay. We'll leave messages, and then tomorrow morning when they get in there in the morning, they will get our messages, and that will be fine. I've been hearing back from a lot of people that most of the calls are going right through to the answering machine anyway, which is actually a good sign, because if they're letting calls just ring through to the answering machine, that means that their phones are ringing off the hook or they're on the other line. So don't be discouraged by that. So just do it. Just do it anyway. So I want to encourage you. If all of you are like, you're watching this, you're like, oh, I missed doing my calls today and now they're gone. That's okay. Just do it. You can do it at 11 o'clock at night. Doesn't matter. And every once in a while you'll have an assistant that's working late in the office. So you never know. You might catch them. They might have a meeting tonight. They might be there. The MP might be working in the office late, especially if it's the Ottawa office. And so there you have it. Just do it. Okay, so how this works now, I'm on the page for January 15th, which is day 1. How this works is you take the first letter of your first name. So for me, that is the letter F. F is for fire, for faith. It's let's just do this. Let's go. Okay. So you'll notice here that E, F, and G are grouped together. And that's just because there are less people that have the first name that start with E, F, and G than other letters of the alphabet. So we clustered those guys together. Again, we're just working strategically here to spread the load. And I have these 4 or 5 people, that have been assigned to me to talk to. And actually, I know I actually did hear from somebody else that called this same list today. and got some interesting feedback. And then down here, you've got your bonus list here, that right here in yellow, you see this. This is your bonus list. So if you get through your 5 and you're like, this is so much fun, I'm roaring, I got time to do 10, I got time to do 20. As a matter of fact, I think let's see if we can get some competition going here. What is okay? There's somebody who registered that they did 21 calls. That looks like it's the record breaker so far. I'm scanning. Oh, somebody did 29 calls. Oh, the amazing Debbie from Ottawa did 29 calls. Way to go, Debbie. Hope you don't mind me calling you out here and mentioning you, giving you a high. Yeah, so Debbie right now has the record. Debbie has, in terms of those who have registered, their statistics. So Debbie, good job. Good job. Maybe we'll have a prize for somebody. Yeah, actually we will. Whoever makes the most calls in a day, we will give, you know what we're going to give you? This is what we're going to give you. We're going to give you one. I'm going to give you one of these. I personally, I'm going to send you one of these, the Make It Count hat. So right now, Debbie has got the Make It Count cap. So whoever makes the most, we'll send this to the people, the top 5 people who make the most phone calls throughout this entire campaign. Cool thing is you got to register your stats, so that's the only way we know for sure. So register your stats, we'll tally it all up, and whoever are the 5 people that make the top 5 number of phone calls, we'll give you one of these Make It Count hats. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now I'm going to switch this up a little bit here. I'll make me so you can see the hat. Isn't that cool? Make it count. Okay. So again, this is a contest. We're launching it live. This is real time, folks. Whoever makes the 5 people who make the most phone calls throughout the 12 days get a hat. There you go. And we'll even sign it. Maybe I'll see if I can get me and my kids to sign it on the inside for you, just for fun, just to be cheesy. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now I'm going to call Anju Dillon. She's actually a member of the Justice Committee. So let's give her a phone call. So her number here, I'm actually going to try to call her Ottawa office. Some people have been asking, which number should I call? Should I call the Ottawa office or the Constit office? The answer to that is just pick one. So just pick one, and, they talk to each other. So whichever office is getting the most calls, or they'll be talking to each other. So it's all good. And, during the day, if you call one and it goes to an answer machine, or you get a busy signal, then just call the other one, you might get through. And, but again, don't be discouraged if you are just getting, answer machines, because that can be a good sign. It can just mean that they're overwhelmed, or it might mean that they're in the bathroom. You never know. Okay. So I'm calling. Here we go. We're doing this together, guys. If I get a person, I'll go off speakerphone just to respect them. But right now, you're probably just going to hear their answering machine. We're doing this. This is so exciting. Real time, changing the nation. Got some comments here on the Facebook. Oh, thank you. 8 today. Oh, 8 today, Linda. Good job. You made 7, Helen. Good job.
Bonjour, vous avez bien rejoint le bureau de la députée Anju Dillon. Nous sommes dans l'impossibilité de prendre votre appel. Veuillez nous laisser un bref message et un numéro de téléphone. Puis nous vous recontacterons.
Okay, so this is a member of parliament from Quebec. So if I was fluent in Quebec, or sorry, just a second, listening and talking at the same time.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup. At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi there. This is a message for Anju Dillon, who, as I understand it, is a member of the Justice Committee. My name is Faitine, and I'm just giving you guys a call after hours because I was working today. But I just wanted to express my hope that she will be voting against C9 when it comes back to committee after they return on the 26th. Myself and my husband and our friends in the area are really concerned about C9 and how it will remove protections for people's sincerely held faith beliefs. Also really concerned about the changing of the definition of hate speech and how it will broaden it. And just really concerned about this. And I stand with Canadians that are of the mindset that the current laws need to be enforced before we are bringing in more laws. And so just wanted to ask you guys to vote against this, and to better yet, encourage the Justice Minister to pull it all together. Encourage the Prime Minister to pull it all together. That would really mean a lot to us. And we're counting on you guys to do the right thing on this one and not weaponize faith and, protect our religious freedoms for the long haul. Thank you so much for your service. And that's it. You don't need to call me back, but please do register this phone call. Thank you so much. Take care. Okay, so there you have it. That was a bit rambly, but hey, it's my first one. I'm getting going here. But again, make it your own. I know we do have some scripts on the website that people can use, and you're welcome to use those word for word if you want. But they can usually tell when you're reading off a script, and so I like to just speak from my heart. Okay, now we're gonna call Doug. So Doug is from Winnipeg. I'm gonna give. What am I going to do? I'm going to actually go for his Constit office. He's on an earlier time zone. Who knows? Maybe I'll catch them. I doubt I will. I don't know how late these guys are in there sometimes. But 204-480-5711. Mr. Elofsson. Man, that's a tricky name. Now, what I was saying there when...
Thank you for calling the office of your Member of Parliament. Please hold for the next available representative. Your call is important to us.
Thank you. See that? Our call is important to them. It's amazing. Remember, whoever makes the most calls, top 5. You're going to get this hat. Waiting. It's all good. This is where you pray. Father, we just ask that you would move in the hearts of every single member of parliament that is considering how they are going to respond to this legislation. We ask that you would move in their hearts.
Thank you for contacting the office of Dr. Doug Eyolfson, Member of Parliament for Winnipeg West. We appreciate your call and value your engagement. Please note that our constituency office will be closed for the holidays from December 19th to January 5th, 2026. To help us respond to your inquiry, please leave a detailed message including your name.
You need to encourage them to update their
message. For your call.
Yeah,
we will return your call as soon as possible once the office reopens. Thank you for your patience and understanding.
No problem. Hi there. This is a message for Mr. Eofson, and I am calling after hours because I was working during the day, but I just wanted to call to ask him to encourage his colleagues to vote against C9 and specifically to deal with the poor amendment that was added in the fall or right before Christmas that would remove protection for sincerely held religious beliefs for Canadians. My family and I and our loved ones in your area are really, really concerned about this. My dad used to play for the Jets, actually. I don't live in Winnipeg right now, but I do have many friends in the area and in your riding. We're all deeply concerned about this. And so we are asking that Mr. Olsen will do the right thing in encouraging his colleagues to stand against this, and better yet, encourage the Minister of Justice, Mr. Fraser, or your leader, Prime Minister Carney, to repeal it altogether. As a mom, I care deeply about this issue. I want my children to be able to grow up in a Canada where they don't have to be afraid of possibly being thrown in jail because they read certain Bible verses, as Mr. Miller said forthrightly at the committee in the fall. So thank you so much for taking this seriously. Thank you for working to ensure that C9 does not pass. And thank you for your service to Canadians and for registering my call here. No need to call me back. Thank you so much. There you have it. Just did my 2. Just did 2. I got 3 more to go. So, and I think I butchered his name there the second time around. That's okay. That's okay. You know what? People butcher my name all the time. It's a part of just serving people who haven't known you their whole life. So, okay, I'm going to do one more call and then I'm going to let you guys go. Now, this one is in Nova Scotia, Jessica Fancy. So it looks like it's a Nova Scotia number. I'm going to try the Ottawa number for this one. So that's 613-995-6182. Making it count. I'm gonna try to win one of these hats. I'm gonna see. Maybe me. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Check the number and try your call again.
Okay, looks like that one didn't go through. I'm going to try it again. By the way, if you do find a dud number, let us know, because sometimes, typos happen on our end, but also sometimes they change their numbers. If they're getting too many phone calls, we might find that as we go, a few numbers will all of a sudden mysteriously get
Please
changed.
check the number and
Yeah.
try your call
Okay.
again.
So there's one. So we'll get our team to check that number. So that's Jessica. I'm going to try her constituency number. This is just real life, guys. 902-527-5680. Okay, we got this. We're doing this. We're making it count.
You have reached the office of MP Jessica Fancy. We'll be with you shortly.
Okay. Lord, we just pray that you would move in the hearts of our leaders. Thank you. I've got 32 people that are hanging out with me right now. How cool is that? So by the way, if you haven't already registered to be a part of this calling campaign, go to formycanada.com so that you can get your phone numbers in your email box first thing tomorrow morning. I'm going to get some jokes. I'm going to get some jokes to tell you guys. We're going to keep doing this as we go throughout the 12 days. I'm going to keep doing my streams, and I'm going to try to get a roster of Canadian jokes so that we can maybe do some stand-up comedy live stream while we are waiting for the answer machines to kick in. Hey, the nation goes to those who show up. Let's do it. Okay.
Hello, you have reached the office of Member of Parliament Jessica Fancy. I'm sorry we can't take your call right now. Please leave us a message and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Hey,
Thank you.
Jessica. Okay. Hi there. This is a message for Mrs. Fancy. Thank you so much for taking my call. My name is Faitine. I'm actually calling to ask her to do whatever she can to oppose C9, the liberal hate speech legislation. Myself, my family, and our friends and colleagues in the area, we are all very, very concerned about this legislation, and particularly the amendment that was put forward or was added to it in the fall that would remove sincerely held protection for sincerely held religious beliefs. I am a person of faith. So obviously I'm concerned for my own freedoms and protections, but also my kids and my grandkids. And so I believe that a lot of the Liberal members of Parliament agree on this. And so we're just encouraging those members of Parliament that are concerned about C9 to bring it back to the caucus table to really encourage the Justice Minister to repeal this bill altogether, to pull it. Please encourage the Prime Minister to pull it. This will be determining how we donate, volunteer, and vote in the future. These are issues we care deeply about. And so please do whatever you can to send that message back to your colleagues to vote against it at the Justice Committee, to repeal that amendment, and better yet, just to pull the legislation altogether. Thank you so much for listening through my message. I do really appreciate it. And we appreciate your service. And yeah, no need to call me back, but please do take this phone call to heart. Thank you so much, and have a good rest of your week. There, see, aren't we nice? See, we're the happy activists. We're the nice activists. Goes a lot further. So there you have it. I've already made my 3, so I can log my 3, and I've got 2 more to do. So I'll do those offline, just because otherwise this is going to become a 35-minute live stream if I continue to string you guys along. And I might even do some more here. We'll see how my kids are doing. My kids are watching Lion King in the other room. They've been on me all day to watch Lion King. So again, just to encourage you guys, or kind of walk you through this, I do see we got new eyeballs that have come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm so glad that you asked. We are doing this. We are doing the 12 Days for Freedom. It started today. If you have not yet already registered to participate and be a part of this with us, Canadians from Sea to Sea, right now, we've got 900 of us that have signed on to participate. If all of us follow through and make just 5 phone calls a day, see, you saw how easy that was. I already did 3. Like, that was like in 10, 12, whatever minutes. If all of us do 5 phone calls a day, it will be over 50,000, 54,000 phone calls a day if everybody follows through. So we are people of faith, most of us. So let our yes be yes. Let's do this. And then once, so register. So if you register right there, you will go to this nice little easy form. That is the 12 Days for Freedom sign-up form. When you click through and sign up, by the way, there is an option here that you can donate. It is not mandatory. That just some people, want to kick us 10 or 20 for all of our slave labor on this stuff. And that actually just keeps us going. But that is not mandatory. There's no cost to participate. You can just put a 0 in that or skip through it if you don't want to give. If you do want to give, thank you. That really helps us. But that will ensure registering at this form will ensure that you get put in the queue to get the emails every single morning. You can also just go right here to our website, go to the home base page. That's what we're calling it here. It's our home base page. And right there, you've got your step 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got your day. You just click on the day. All these are dead links right now because we haven't loaded the list up yet. We will be kind of, adjusting the list as we go based on strategy and feedback that we're getting. And then once you get through that, all register your stats, and that helps us be aware of what is happening. So, hey, let's check where our stats are at right now. Oh, look at that. Just in the time that I made those phone calls, we had another 30 phone calls that were made in addition to the phone calls that I just made. That's awesome. So we are now up to 1,816 phone calls that we have made. Isn't that awesome? Give yourself a high five. Be a part of the movement. Be a part of the moment. That is amazing. And that's just with most of us just doing 5 calls. I'm actually looking through the stats. Most people are only doing 5 calls. So this is easy lifting, guys. We can really, really make a difference. I do want to say this. I don't think this has ever been done before. I've been involved. Look at my hair is getting all fuzzy. I've been involved in advocacy work in Canada since when? Since about 2006. Right around there, 2005, 20 years. And I've never been a part of a campaign like this. And this was just an idea that we got a few weeks ago. We said, hey, we're going to try this. I don't think our members of parliament have ever seen this much of a mobilization around any bill, specifically on phones. Why are we doing phones? Because we have heard consistently from our members of parliament, these personal contacts, these direct contacts go so much further than petitions and emails. As a bottom line, or as a general rule in advocacy, the more effort it takes and the more personal it is, the more impact it makes. Now, you can still do the petitions. We've got a petition on our website. We know that others have put petitions out as well. I believe there is an active petition. Somebody put it in the chat here by a member of parliament right now. That is an official House of Commons petition. By the way, if it's not an official House of Commons petition, you're probably just signing up for an email list for the organization that is hosting the petition. So for example, I hate to say it, but like the Conservative petition, for example, those are that's just data for the Conservative Party internally to know how much interest there is on this issue. And when you give them your data, you also give them permission to communicate with you. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but just don't be of the illusion that petition is somehow going to be tabled in the House of Commons. Now, official parliamentary petitions are different. Those ones actually do get tabled in the House of Commons, or petitions like For My Canada's petition. We have an auto trigger with our petition. So every time you sign it, an email automatically gets sent to all the members of the Justice Committee, which is awesome because we have like 20,000 people that have already signed that petition. So petitions aren't bad. They're just not the best, right? And because this issue matters so much, we want to do the best, right? And you do it all if you want to. But these phone calls are game changers. A personal letter, sending a postcard, buy a postcard with a Canada flag on it and send it to your member of parliament when they get that physical mail. As I understand it, staffers are mandated by law or by a regulation, a parliamentary regulation, that mail actually has to be put on the desk of the member of parliament so that they see it at some point. So that actual paper mail is actually really, really powerful as well. But these phone calls, I think they're game changer. I personally do think they're game changer. And how easy was that, right? And so obviously it's better if you do it during the day. So tomorrow I will make my calls during the day because I have less meetings. It's better if you do it during the day because you might actually get to talk to somebody live. But for most of us, 8 out of 10 of the phone calls, you're just going to be leaving a message on an answering machine like I just did. So easy. We can all do this and we can have fun while doing it as well. So thank you so much, everyone. I'm just, we are so nice. There we go. Yes, we are. Carney announced a new world order. He's in talks with China. Oh my goodness. Okay. I was impressed by the conservatives fighting. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Where there you go. Make it count. Amen. That is so awesome. Okay. So once again, we are going to be watching the stats as they come in and sharing with you guys, reporting as we go throughout the 12 days. Let's try to break our record every day. Wouldn't it be awesome if every day we made more calls than the day before as a collective movement? That would be so awesome. And the people across Canada, the individuals who make the most calls in the next 12 days, we're going to send them one of these hats, make it count. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So man, I wish we could break out into like a Q&A session or something like that right now, because it just feels like that kind of a moment. But, I'm just actually talking to a screen and I'm seeing your comments, which are really, really awesome. Please share this with your friends. We've got lots of posts up on our Facebook page that you can share with your friends. And if you have not yet already signed up, then just take a minute to swing by formycanada.com and do that right away. The nation goes to those who show up. We cannot guarantee the outcome. Obviously, the Bloc and the Liberals, if they dig their heels in on this, they do have the numbers to pass this bill, but they can change their minds. They can do the right thing and change their minds. And we have seen it happen in the past, right? Even with the charitable status issue in the fall, the liberals or somebody within the liberal world was definitely advocating for this revocation of charitable status for faith-based organizations, faith-based charities, excuse me. And they chose to pull back on that, right? They change they can change their minds. And so if we all follow through, if all 900 of the people that registered for this follow through and do the minimum of 5 every day, we can make a real impact. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. And thanks for engaging. I hope you're having fun. As Doug Sharp says, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. So we are going to do this right. We're going to have fun. And I will be chatting with you guys tomorrow. Watch your inbox in the morning for tomorrow's call list. Thanks so much.